And we are live. Looks like everybody's good. Looks like I gotta move John's window a little bit so we can see him. Alright. Welcome to session 3 of our as of yet unnamed group. We're playing without Slava for now because his availability sucks, and he'll rejoin us when he can. In the meantime, um, do you guys remember what was the last thing that you remember happening? I know it was several months ago, but
We'd been in the temple, finding out about all of the problems happening in Ubersreich,
yep.
including a plague. And I believe there was talk of some type of siege happening.
Or wasn't it going after someone? We were gonna go look for somebody.
Yeah. So the last thing, you guys went around town and you went into Reiniger's Outfitters and you looked at some stuff. Brad's barbarian, Harbeck, he bought a silvered battle axe, I believe, which should be in his character sheet now. If you don't mind checking for me, Brad.
Yeah, well, the character sheet. So yeah.
And
yes, silver battle axe.
And Thury, we set up a kind of crafting system. Do you remember how that works?
No.
So you bought a pouch of 10 ingredients, and to craft potions, all you need is a certain amount of those ingredients and the key active ingredient. So for healing potions, it's kind of mushroom. For haste potions, it's going to be something else. Blah 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 blah. So we'll delve more into that. You still have a decent amount of money, I think, that you could spend on healing potions or other stuff. Healing potions are 50 gold a piece if you want to buy some of those. After that, yeah, we went to Reiniger's. The first thing we did was talk to Captain Bolcher about a scouting mission. And then then you went to the Temple of Sigmar. Talked to the head cleric there, and he kind of gave you the lowdown on what's going on. But we can talk more about that in a bit. And then after that, you went to the Red Moon Tavern to meet up with Murphers prey. So you guys had a little run in with some bandits, and you murdered them outside the tavern. And he took one guy prisoner because he was going to show him the where the gang stash was. So now it's morning. We're gonna go back to the tavern, because that's where we're waking up. I just gotta find it.
The Red Moon Tavern, right?
Yep. Nothing is organized well here. Yeah, we'll do this one. There. So it's morning. Let's see, these guys are all gone. You guys are... I'm assuming you guys come downstairs and order some breakfast?
Oh, that's what I would do.
Yep. Sounds good. Okay, so you guys are discussing your plans for the day. What are you guys thinking?
Well, there's a lot going on around here. I think one of the biggest problems is all the people sick with this mysterious disease being cared for in the temple. I believe they were being cared for in the temple, like a makeshift hospital situation.
I do believe that's correct.
Okay. I'd like to find out what's happening to them.
We had talked about potentially going on the scouting mission and using that as an opportunity because it was in the same direction as where they had received some people who were sick, said they had come from.
Opposite direction.
Oh,
Opposite direction.
direction.
That the scouting mission is to the northwest. The the people that you, as far as you know, where they came from was Talia, and that is straight due south. And there was also the mysterious this guy
Oh
in
yeah,
the corner.
The captain guy.
Yeah, the witch hunter that gave you a job as well, but he's already left. He's not in the bar anymore. He must have got up very early and left. Murpher says to you, well, you fellas all have fun with that. I got me prisoner to take care of, and he pays for his food and he walks off with his prisoner. And for now. So now it's just Thury. Sorry, I moved you. It's Thury and Harbeck. So for now, because I haven't prepped the other side, if you will, because we talked about going after the temple. So why don't we go to the temple and talk to the people there and see what the deal is?
Let's see if we can get more information before we leave.
Yep, sounds good to me.
That works.
There.
I see the sick villagers there at the far end of the temple. Maybe if we go down, there's a caregiver who we can talk to and refresh ourselves in the details. Maybe get more information.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
About
blonde lady.
Yep.
The blonde lady.
Yeah, I think it's
this
one.
With the good vision says, let's talk to the blonde lady.
Yep, it's that one there, I believe.
That checks.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So if you want to move yourselves over, and she comes. Yeah, she sees you approaching, and she says, "What can I do for you, fine lads? Have you come to see the sick? Do you have medicine, perhaps?"
I don't want to get anywhere near the sick. I want to know.
Oh, they're not contagious. They're not contagious. If they were, I would be sick by now.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a very strange sickness. Our clerics and healers haven't been able to do anything for them. It's really strange. We've tried dispel magics. We've tried cure wounds. We've tried potions. We've tried just about everything, and nothing seems to help these poor people. And you kind of look around. And you see. Give me a couple perception rolls, please.
Mm-hmm. Where do we find those?
Left side. Left
Oh,
side. With all the fine print. You should see about...
Normal?
Yep, normal. Okay.
Oh my god.
You got a
Here we go again.
With a 15, Thury looks around, he looks at the people, and they don't, there's no real, like, pus or anything like that. They don't, like, look sick, but it's almost like the light is just drained out of them, and they look lost. They just have this, like, 1,000-yard stare thing going on, and they don't look like they're all there, but their bodies look more or less okay. They're just a little bit ashen, you know what I mean?
It almost sounds to me as if they're if they're not contagious, I think it's a location thing, and they're probably encountering something or someone that is removing like the energy from them, more than it
Whoa,
is.
that's well over my head. You should you should talk to where is he? You should talk to Gunther. You should talk to Gunther about that. He would probably know more. And then
Show us to Gunther.
yeah,
What the
just
fuck is Gunther?
just as that just as that happens, stage left. You see Gunther walking walking out of the vestibule and down the stairs towards you. So he walks and he kind of meets you about halfway.
Wait, where is he?
Right there in the middle.
Oh, he's there.
Yeah, right there in the middle. And he says, I see you're back, lads. Come to give us a hand with these poor folks.
Yes, we want to help.
Well, there's one that you should talk to. That he might know more. He might know more about where they came from, where they originated from Talia, and they came through the Grey Mountains. And many a caravan have been befouled in that stretch, but it's usually harpies or goblins or something physical of nature. It just seems like the soul is just drained out of these poor people. And he motions you to one of the fellows that's kind of sitting up, and he's in the corner. I actually don't have a token for him. Sorry, but there's another one there that's he looks like he's a little bit better. He's got like doesn't quite have the 1,000 yard stare, and he's like when the nurses are coming by, he's talking to them. He said, talk to that one. He might tell you more. So I'm just gonna assume that you move over. Or say he's over in this corner here. I can probably find a token for him real quick, but it's gonna take too long. Forget.
Fine.
Yeah.
You
So
can
just pretend
it's
there's a guy
this
there.
guy.
Just pretend there's a guy there. Sorry, guys.
Pretend it's this guy.
Yeah, sure.
Bearded fellow.
Yeah.
Oh, I
And-
guess technically
If
this
his
guy.
beard changes,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah, and he's actually
Let
a
me see.
dwarf, and
Looks like it.
what can I do for you, lads? He says.
You seem to
all-
be getting better. We want to know why you're better than everyone else here.
Or at
Uh,
least you don't seem to be hit as hard.
it all started at it's feels like a decade ago, but we were coming through the mountains and our paths kept getting blocked, our campfires kept getting extinguished, and our tents kept falling down, and just we were exhausted, I remember, and we came to this old tower kind of thing. It's probably I don't know. I think it was 2 days from here, if that. I'm not sure, but everybody else set up inside, and I camped out for the night because the stars were out, and I kind of yearned for the old the old ways, but everyone else is hollow. It's quite. I don't know why I don't know. Must be something with that place. There must have been something. Maybe there's water inside and they drank it. I don't know. The clerics here have tried plenty, but it doesn't. He seems very tired, and nothing seems to be working. And you can tell. I gotta get a hotkey for clean. And he seems like this conversation is really pulling it out of him. What do you say back?
Well, you're not perfectly healthy either. What did you do with everyone else while you were there?
We just camped for the night. And we woke up and we started down. We started down towards the town. Just just everyone was moving slow and slower than normal. I remember thinking like, what's going on? But not quite sure. I don't know. Yeah, maybe I don't know. Maybe if you found the place, maybe you could find it. Do you have a map? Maybe I can point it out for you.
Are we going to find it empty, or did you see anyone else there?
We didn't see anything else. We just everyone else was just in the. It was kind of like knocked out and open in the open vestibule. It's like an old ruined tower. They just camped in there, lit a fire, had some meat and food.
Well, Thury, it sounds to me like we're going to have to go look for ourselves.
That I concur.
Yeah.
I don't think we have much of a choice. We just have to keep our guard up. It sounds to me like it's a location thing more than anything else.
Mm-hmm. And okay, on that note, Brad, can you join me in the other chat for 2 seconds?
Sure. The random chat?
Yep. Okay. So how do we want to do our introduction? Okay. Yep. 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 Okay. Mhm. I dig that. And then what's going to motivate him to travel with the party? Okay. So he'll just want to. So what will make them, these two seasoned adventurers that have traveled together for a while now, what would make them want to join him? What would your dwarf character see an appeal of him? The bow. Okay. Okay. All right. Sounds good to me. Okay, let's do it. Okay, back to the other chat. Okay. Turn on camera. And we're popping out. And we're back. Okay, we just gotta get John. We gotta get Brad's camera working again. There we go. Good to go.
Good to go.
Okay.
It sounds like if this tower is 2 days travel away, it sounds like we might need to go get supplies on our way out of town.
Definitely.
Should we go check out the market for food or other supplies?
Got a couple potions just in case.
Some potions would be an excellent.
You deal with the potions.
Excellent
I'll deal
purchase.
with. I just got my axe. That's all I need.
All I need is my axe.
Okay. There. And unfortunately, Murpher took the donkey with him because he had the guy.
God damn it, Murphy.
He had it strapped up to him. Okay, that should
Waste space.
be the map layer.
Where are we? Oh, we're already in the thing.
Yeah, we're in the market. Sorry, I've just changing some stuff here. Okay, and as you walk around the market, you hear some music, mm, some lute. You hear a lute playing, and it kind of intrigues you. And you see this fine gentleman playing in playing his lute and kind of just sitting back, strumming away, having a good time right by Luigi and Salvador's. Oh yeah, and one slight little retcon is that uh, the dire wolf that you guys killed in one of the combat sessions, Thury found its pup and has
And
been,
now he's my friend.
and now he's your friend. Yes, which would
Nice.
put him to maximum hit points.
Hey, it's Balron.
Yeah, fall. So he's falling around. Quirian's up ahead, buzzing. Everything should be kosher there now.
Hey,
Okay,
where's the guy? Oh, he's over here.
he's over here. Yep. So, what do you do?
We go see this guy.
Yep.
I can't even think of what I need to get with this lute playing, so I'm gonna go tell him to shut up.
Fair enough. I'll make sure you
What-
don't get
what-
into too much trouble.
What
I'll be
language?
nice.
What language are you going to speak? Are you going to speak to him in Common or Dwarvish?
Oh,
Maybe you just maybe you just mutter something in Dwarvish as you
Mhm.
walk by.
I can do that. Um, yeah, so I mutter. I know one place you could shove that loot.
Dang.
And Real responds in perfect Dwarvish. I think that's one of the languages he knows. Yep. In perfect Dwarvish. You'll have to catch me first. And then he says in Common, "Where are you sturdy adventurers off to?"
I don't see how that's any of your business.
He kind of shrugs his shoulders, says, "Well, just thought maybe you could use a hand. You look like you're off somewhere in a mission." And
And what kind of services would you even be able to offer?
oh, entertainment for one. You know,
Little value that is.
What about drawing blood with that bow?
I'm not a bad shot. Yeah, I was. And he motions to like a pelt, the pelt that he's sitting on, which you notice is like a giant boar pelt. So I shot this with the fellows that taught me Dwarvish.
Oh, excellent. Well, killing a boar is one thing, but have you ever killed anything that could have killed you or
Oh.
tried to kill you?
Well, haven't you seen boars? Boars would eat you given the chance to. They're quite dangerous.
I have had some bloody battles with a boar.
Still seems amateur in comparison.
And as this goes on, he's still playing, and then somebody comes up and puts a coin, a copper, in his bucket, and they're like a fancy looking lady, and he turns the charm to 11, and kind of talks back and forth. I'll spare you the details, but talks back and forth with this lady, and he takes her for a ride. and convinces her to give him like, I don't know, probably another 10 gold pieces if he plays at at her daughter's wedding, and this is just a down payment in advance, and da 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 da. And as she's walking away, you kind of like look at this, and you see like, okay, this guy knows what he's doing, and he puts the 10 gold in his pocket, and
Gives her a ride on what?
what's that?
Gives her a ride on what?
Like off, like takes her for a ride, like like this is like an older lady, and he's not a bad
Oh, I
looking
see.
gentleman, so he takes her for a ride and really butters her up, and thank you so
Not a
much.
physical ride. He takes her on a
Yeah, on a
psychological
metaphorical ride. And then you're starting to see how this fellow could be useful. Because, gold is always useful. Particularly Harbeck. Harbeck, you notice that in particular. Because dwarves are known for their, the affinity for the gold. Thank you.
Well, if you can't battle anything, at least you'll be a distraction. And if you can bring some gold, if you can bring in some gold to help us, we could use that on the journey.
I guess
Well.
it's not a bad thing to have an extra bit of coin lying around. Or
No,
another way
right.
to generate coin.
No, you're right. Who are you working for, anyways?
Who says we're working for anyone?
Well, most people don't get up at the crack of dawn when they're working for themselves.
We're not most people.
That's fair. And at this point, theory, he kind of like pushes his hair back his hat, and you notice his ears are half pointed, but he looks human, but you realize that he's a half elf, so you feel a little bit more affinity for him. I mean, there's a little bit of a common cause because elves are rare in this parts. Half elves are even more so.
Right. I feel like I may have jumped to some conclusions. I feel like we can hear out what you have to say.
Well, I'm looking for work, and if you're willing to cut me in on whatever deal you got going on, I can come along, as long as it's not too dangerous. It's not too dangerous, is it?
I can't
No,
make any
it won't
promises on that front.
Okay. That's fair. But I forgot
You'll
to start
get
the
your
music.
fair cut, but no extras.
Alright. I like to see the world anyways. Sounds like a deal to me. And he reaches out his hand.
I guess we go to Shaky.
A bargain's a bargain. Alright. Okay, so that being said, he would have 2 potions of healings. And he's a little bit less gold than that. Because he bought some stuff. Is that in our compendium? Can't remember. I can't remember the shiny coat. That's okay. Alright, so we're off and running. Headed outside of town.
Early in the day, let's get started.
Yep. Alright, let's, so we're gonna go to our map. Sorry. Goodbye. And we're gonna add our other character. Well, here. So you travel, so there's Ubersreich right there. So you're traveling about a day. So somewhere in here. Just kind of like in the mountains, more or less. And give me survival checks and perception checks.
Which one first?
Survival first.
Normal roll?
Normal roll, yeah. Are you always rolling advantage there, John? Or sorry,
I just
Brad?
rolled normal.
Yeah, sorry, Brad, I meant. Okay, that's very good survival check. You guys find your way in good time.
Do I
Yeah,
need to
give me-
roll for both characters?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Because they have different stats.
I'm rolling perception for Harbeck.
Okay.
You want me to roll perception as well?
Yes, please. Okay, with a
Fitting.
Jesus, with a 21. So you guys get there in well time, and along the way you notice kind of a stain on the land, almost like the land itself is. Oh man, Jesus, Brad, you can't roll today. So there's almost a stain on the land, and you're looking at things, and you're like, it almost seems like a little bit of the just right along the path where you're following, which you're following the old wagon tracks of the caravan that you can still see. That's what your survival check was to follow their tracks and orienteer yourself, and you kind of see like almost like where the people were stepping is kind of contaminated almost, but in a odd way. So you come to all right. 1 second.
What were you saying?
So you come to, it must be the broken tower that the dwarf was talking about. And yeah, you come to the broken tower that the dwarf was talking about, and it almost feels cold, even though it's still still basically the middle of summer. And it almost feels cooler here in a weird way. What do you do?
I think we need to tread carefully.
Yep. Yeah. Give me another perception check. Give me another perception check. Okay, 14. Yeah, you definitely you notice the signs of the yep, that's very good. Yeah, you notice the signs of the 17. Yeah, so Harbeck, that's for Harbeck. Harbeck,
That's for Harbeck.
he looks around, and he can smell. You can still smell the campfire and the signs of a camp. You can see that there's a potty dug over here, a dugout for waste, and you know there's horse waste in here, and you're looking around and you're not really seeing any immediate threats. And yeah, Rael feels very confident that
It's Riley.
Riley. How on earth do you get Riley? Okay, Riley. Spelled Rialle. Okay, Riley. Got it. So Riley's very confident. Riley doesn't see or smell or hear anything out of the ordinary to say that there's a threat here. It just seems like he sees, you know, you can see a little campfire was set up here on the edge of the vestibule. He can see that, and you can kind of see the way the steps go, but none of you sense any real danger. So, as you will.
I'm just trying to. Is it normal that I have like a big black circle in the middle of my screen?
Yep.
That's out of our vision.
Yep.
So it looks to me like that's up the top of the tower.
Yeah,
and we
yeah,
can't
basically,
see over
yeah.
the edge.
You can see the walls. You can see the walls of the tower, and you can see that little campfire. But yeah, you're gonna have to climb up because it kind of spirals up. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna have to go if you're gonna go into the tower. That's the only way to do it.
Okay, well, I say we walk over to the campfire first.
Yeah. So the campfire is kind of on an edge. It's like so you have the tower here, and then it's like a little outcrop. And then just because the walls knocked down, that's why you could see the campfire there. You're still the only way to get into the tower is to if you want to try climbing up there, then I'll just need an athletics check. If you want to try climbing, it's about 15 feet, so it's going to be fairly difficult. Check if you want to climb that way, or you could just walk up basically up the steps and into it.
What do you want to do, Brett?
I'm worried about going inside the tower. Everyone who spent the night inside was in such worse shape than that guy we talked to, who slept outside.
But I wonder if it's a time exposure thing.
Okay.
That could be.
You could, with a 19 perception, Riley also notices a set of tracks that go away from the others, that come from the past. Because this tower is basically wedged in like a crevasse. So there's only one way in, one way out. And it's sheer cliffs otherwise, and a couple trees and stuff, but it's basically sheer cliffs otherwise. But Riley notices a set of footsteps that kind of go off in this direction here. And that's where he can kind of see.
What if we walked around the base of the tower first to see if we can find any other clues without going into it?
I'm fine with that. Let's see what else is around the tower before we go inside.
Okay. Yeah.
We could also poke along the trail to see if those footsteps lead anywhere as well.
Yeah. So, yeah. So
do
just
a quick lap and then follow.
Move your characters as you will. Yeah. What's Valdron doing in this, Thury?
He's following me. He's being a good boy.
He's being a good boy.
I want him to like smell around to see if he can smell anything.
So as you're getting there, close to there, he kind of give me a perception check for him off of his character sheet.
Where do I do that?
So it should be in your journal. So see where your character is. Yep.
I'm under his thing.
Yep.
But so he doesn't have like a.
Yeah, he does. He has skills, perception +3. That's the only skill he's got is perception.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, there. Just click that.
Oh, did I do that wrong?
Nope. That's it rolled at advantage, but it always rolls at advantage. I'm gonna give him advantage on it anyways. So yeah, a 15. So he smells and he kind of moves over here, and like kind of like that. There's like cliffs, and he's kind of like. And he's like sniffing, and he's kind of like whining a little bit, like almost like he thinks there's something over in this direction.
Okay. Arlek, you coming?
Yeah. So you could either go all the way around, or you can climb down the cliff, and it'll be
the cliff?
Go around.
It's about 10, 15 feet.
I might as well go around.
Okay.
We're not risking it for a biscuit.
I think you were right, Riley. Let's follow those footsteps. There's nothing else to see here.
Well, Baldron said more up to the left. Are those where the footprints are?
Yeah, so it's like over here. So yeah, so I'll just move Faldron. Faldron sniffs and he follows the footsteps, and then he comes here, and then there's a puddle of blood and some burnt twigs, like a very small fire, and then kind of like a circle around it, around all of it. And he sniffs and he whines and he won't. He like he's like he doesn't like it. He does not like it.
Back behind me.
Okay, but he comes back. He comes back. And give me Arcana or Religion checks.
Our main character?
Any of them, yeah. Yeah. Faldron doesn't know anything about that. All he does is hear and see. That's the only skill he has. But yeah, your main characters, your 3 main characters.
Religion.
Yeah, you can do religion, arcana, or insight. Even insight, I would accept. Natural 20.
Who rolled a nat 20?
Yeah, which one was that?
That was
that was me.
Harbeck.
That was Harbeck. Okay, so do you see, Brad? I know it's an
Oh,
extra
that was
step.
you, sorry. I had 19 sick.
Yeah, so Brad, so underneath the chat bar, you can see we're rolling as. You can change that to be rolling as somebody else. So you could do between rolling as Harbeck or rolling between Riley. That would make things easier for you. Okay.
Okay.
And like it honestly, I wish it did that automatically. It should with multiple characters, but it fucking doesn't. So, anyways, yeah, natural 20. So that was Harbeck or Riley.
That was Harbeck.
Harbeck. Okay.
There's Riley's roll.
So Harbeck stops dead in his tracks. And he sees the circle, the sigil, the ingredients, and he says, "Lads, this is a soul fire curse. That's why the lad that camped outside didn't get hit as badly. Their souls are being pulled into a necromancer's phylactery. We need to see what's inside the tower. The curse it only is active when it's cast and the souls that are entrapped in the area, but we need to see there's something else going on here. We need to see what else is here. There's got to be something else to tell us. Because if we know it's a curse, but we don't know what kind, or we know the curse, we know the kind, but we don't know who's done it. There's got to be more clues inside. They must have set this trap up. They have to.
It sounds to me like there's no risk of us going in right now.
Correct. Yeah.
And we have no choice. We have to go to the tower.
Sounds good to me.
All right. All right, if I move you guys, it's faster.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, it actually wouldn't let me. Whoop, there. Okay. Where'd Harbeck go?
I got dragged off screen. You can see his H in the corner there. And he's all stretched out. There he is.
Yep. There we are. Okay. So you guys all come into the tower. Give me another round of perception checks to see what you see, smell, and hear. Or investigation checks. You can do investigation checks as well. Yeah, investigation checks are more... Actually, yeah. Give me investigation checks. We've done enough perception. Give me investigation checks for everybody. Okay. Alright. 19. So Thury. Thury looks around. The first... And... I'll take the 21 perception for Riley. Riley notices a set of stairs leading down to the right, underneath. Like there's kind of like a cover. There's like a cover on it, but you can still see the stairs if you kind of look at it the right way. You can see how the villagers would have missed it, and yeah, and Thury notices the campfire and everything, and the sign you can see there's random clutter, and it's obvious that people were camping here. But other than that, there doesn't seem to be anything here other than the stairs.
It's to me like we're climbing some stairs.
All right. Okay. I'm not sure how this is going to work. So
I don't think there was any reason the villagers would have gone down the stairs if they're just trying for shelter.
Exactly.
That might explain why they don't know what happened to them.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think we need to go down.
We're going down the stairs then. Okay. Does anyone have lights and torches?
I think I had one. I think I read that.
Okay.
I have 10 torches.
All right. So we're gonna put a
Light up. Okay.
torch at the top of the stairs.
Before we reveal what's down there, I'm gonna fill this with water. Be right back.
Yep.
Sounds good. I'll get some. Another beer, actually.
All right. Safe to assume that um, you went down first, Thury.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know what the.
Okay. So immediately to your left, you notice a couple of braziers. Would you like to light them? It's still hard to see. Like basically like a big pot with like coals and oil in it. If you just drop your torch into it, it would light.
Sure. Do that, but do that carefully.
Okay.
And I'm back. Oh, it's dark. Oh, there's the scene. Okay. Prowl. Are you setting things up, Devin, or?
I'm just, yeah. There's a couple of braziers, and we just lit some braziers so we can see. You should be able to see everything now.
Thank you. Devin.
You should be able to see very well. So you see basically a giant sarcophagus. It's a 9 or a 10-foot sarcophagus. Very simple, but carved out of granite. Your stone cutting ability would see that it is exquisitely crafted, and a lot of care was made uh, to keep it shut. Basically, you see there's clasps on the side, and like little kind of like where you would drive a pin through to keep it shut from the inside. But you see those pins are gone. Those pins are off, and the lid is just sitting there. And then, as well, to the left you see an altar, and in the middle, where there should have been, it looks like there should be something at the altar. So, what would you like to do? Would you like to inspect the tomb or the altar or the rest of the area? More investigation checks for whatever you want to do.
I'm gonna check the altar. Or not, yeah, the altar.
Okay.
I was gonna go check the sarcophagus.
What languages do you know, John?
I think I know Elven. And then. Is that on my character thing?
Yep. Should be bottom left-hand side.
Oh,
You do
here.
that?
Languages. Common, Druidic, Dwarvish, Elvish, and Sylvan.
Sylvan. Okay. All right. You see. Just a second. you see an inscription in a language you do not recognize. Um, it appears to be some kind of arcane language that you don't recognize. It could be of demonic nature. You're not sure. But you can kind of see. Give me an investigation check again. Is that 19? Is that what you rolled, or do you roll again?
No.
Give me
I haven't rolled yet.
yeah. Give me a roll. Oof.
2.
Oof.
Well,
Yeah. You don't really get much from it. You don't really get much from it.
unfortunate.
All right, Brad. Roll to investigate the sarcophagus. Or did you already?
I didn't.
14.
No. It's an earlier roll.
You got a -1 on intelligence, yeah. So you look at the stonework more carefully, and you see that it is indeed of dwarven nature. However, there's scorch marks on the stone, like they didn't cut it. Like the chisels that they cut it weren't cold. It's almost like they were using like a hot tool, and it was, as it was carving, it kind of glazed the top, so it's exceptionally shiny and polished, kind of all at once. And it looks like they did it very efficiently. You note that although it is heavy, you're quite certain with perhaps if you had some help, you could push the lid off if you so choose. And you notice, and you do notice that it looks like the lid has been pushed off recently. Just you can see some chipping on the back side, almost like it was pushed, and then you see like on the kind of the pillars where the pins were, and the pins are gone. You kind of see a little bit of scraping there, so it's almost like it's been opened before.
Like someone pried it open?
Perhaps, yeah.
Before we open this, Thury, did you find anything?
I did not. It doesn't seem to be
Okay.
legible to me.
Yeah. Riley still has a chance to check the altar and the rest of the room if they so choose.
Yeah. Riley will go check the altar as well.
And Faldron's just kind of
Yeah.
sitting at the base of the stairs, kind of sniffing, and like his ears are back. He's not comfortable being inside to begin with.
Okay.
All right, give me a roll for Riley. Investigation or Arcana, because he already found the writing, so you could roll Arcana if you so choose, or Insight if you want to try and ascertain the purpose of the altar, not the specific of the language. And what languages do you know?
I know. Well, we established Dwarvish, simple Dwarf or common Dwarvish. And that's kicking around on the sheet here somewhere. Did we put it on?
No, it should be on there. It should be in the bottom left.
Oh.
Language: Celestial, Common, Elvish. Oh,
Okay.
sorry. I guess you. Oh, sorry. We'll have to retcon that. You heard the elf talking, not the dwarf. Well, we can. You know what? I love your backstory so much. We can just add it.
Yeah, I realize we have some stuff to add to that backstory too, but I don't think
Yep. No. All
we'll
good.
just go. It doesn't add anything to the character sheet, so we'll just work with the character today. and
Yep.
I'll get that
Sounds good.
updated.
Yeah. And so you have Dwarven as a language as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna roll the Arcana check.
Arcana. Okay. A 12. And you know Celestial? So
Celestial.
Celestial is, I'm going to need an explanation for that, but Celestial.
That's what's getting added.
So this would be like us trying to read Cerulean, where you would see familiar symbols, but you don't know what they mean. Just like how Russian P's are R's, and you see familiar symbols, but you don't know what they mean. You should have. You have a diplomat's pack. In there, you should have charcoal and paper. You could take an impression of the saying if you wish.
Yeah, I'll take an impression. Keep for later. That's good to know I have that.
Mm-hmm. Just when we did your character sheet, I haven't had a chance to port over the individual items, but yes, you would have paper and charcoal. There's charcoal upstairs too, right? From the campfire.
Right.
Even if you didn't. Okay, so you have the impression of that. Harbeck, what are you doing? Or what is Harbeck doing?
Harbeck is pushing on the lid that is apparently too heavy for him to move by himself.
Well, not necessarily too heavy to move by himself, but having somebody else would definitely help.
Yeah.
I can come give you a hand.
Yeah, I'm gonna call Thury over to come help push
Roll
the lid off. I'm
strength.
gonna ignore Riley for the moment.
Roll a strength check with advantage.
Me or just Brad?
Brad. Because you're helping him, that's what gives him the advantage.
Right. Makes sense.
One is good. Okay.
Need help.
Okay, just close your eyes for a quick minute. You see the coffin is empty. Roll an investigation check.
Harbeck?
Yep. Sorry, no advantage, so it's a 2. You just see that the coffin is empty, or that the sarcophagus is empty.
Why is advantage? Oh, there it is. Okay.
Everyone else can. This time I will accept a dog pile. We can dog pile on this one to see. Everyone can roll investigation checks. Normally I don't, but another 2.
Not helpful.
All right. Was that supposed to be Riley?
That was supposed to be Riley.
What's his
Oops.
What's his check? Yeah, if
it just roll
you need a 10. You need a 10 unless he has he has a +5 to investigate. No. Okay. All right. Yeah, none of you see anything. You just see an empty coffin. All right. Now what? Remember the name that was written on it, Krell. Write that down.
Okay. I mean, we can't really go much else from here, I don't think.
I think we need to find out who or what was in that coffin and where they went.
We need to know who Krell is. I'm assuming Krell was in said coffin.
Or Krell was probably in the coffin. I wonder if anyone would know where we could find someone who knows who Krell is.
Well, the Paladin might know.
Yep, the Paladin would probably know.
If he's a religious guy, and it seems to me like Krell, based on the curse and the sucking of souls, would have been like someone's trying to reincarnate him, maybe, or something like that. using the souls from travelers as like fuel. Um, in which case, yeah, we need to figure out who is doing that and how do we stop it, I guess.
Well, where should we go?
You should probably go back to town to.
Probably go back to town, yeah.
That's what I would do if I was you. You guys, you hit her on the head. I'm gonna just adjust my lighting.
Okay, well, let's go back to town. I don't know anywhere else in this area that we should look, so there doesn't seem to be anything else to find here.
Okay, so we're just gonna go right back to the Temple of Sigmar. And you're Gunther. And you're gonna talk to Gunther.
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 The want to be Walter. Walter.
Yeah. Oh. If you want to do me a favor and move your character, or I can probably do one at a time. Yep. And yeah, you guys walk in, and so yeah, you knew the way there, you knew the way back. You had to camp for the night, because it was already late. I'm assuming you didn't camp there because it was one day there, one day back. So you're already, 2 days at this point. And so you come up and you talk to Gunther, and he asks you what you found. What do you say?
Krell.
Krell.
What do you know of him?
He snaps his fingers, and an orderly comes up, and he says, "Bring me everything from the siege of Red Blood Keep. Everything that we have from Red Blood Keep." And he scurries away.
Well,
And he kind of paces. Krell. It can't be. So I'm assuming you guys told him. You told him what you found. You told him you found the empty sarcophagus with Krell written on it. You specifically said that, right? Okay.
Yes.
This is not good, lads. This is not good at all. Krell was a demon warrior, a warlord for the Chaos Gods. He was a man at one point, but he got turned into... I don't even want to describe it. Just then the orderly comes back with a armful of scrolls. He says, "Ah, yes, here." And he reads aloud. Tactical difficulties, hold on. He reads out loud from the scroll. Krell was a mighty chaos champion in the days before the birth of Sigmar, the ruler of a barbarian tribe that had been corrupted by the chaos god Khorne. Krell carved out an empire amongst the barbarian tribes in the north and then turned against the dwarves to the south. He allied with the night goblins and stormed the dwarf strongholds of Karak Ungor and Karak Varn. His name is recorded many times in the Great Book of Grudges. You know what that is, specifically Harbeck. Although he was eventually slain by the dwarf hero Grimbull Ironhelm during the assault at Karak Kadrin. Krell's followers carried away his body and buried it in a barrow tomb among the dead of the Belthani tribe nearly 1,500 years later. Sorry, we don't know that. Forget the last two sentences.
Wait, about... Oh, never mind.
So we know that we know where he fought, we know he was slain, we know he's ancient and he is powerful, and how he remained undiscovered until now is very odd. He looks at him.
Okay, so nobody knew where he was buried.
Nobody knew where he was buried.
Okay.
Is it possible? What else? What else did you find?
There was an altar, but it had.
There was is Riley with us?
Riley's with
Where'd
you.
he go?
Yeah, Riley's with you. Sorry.
Right.
Sorry.
Well, Riley would say, there was this on the altar. I took an impression. Would anyone here know what it says?
He looks at it. He looks at it and he says, "That's the abyssal language. I don't know it, but I know somebody that does." He snaps his fingers. The orderly comes running back and he says, "Take this to the magistrate. Tell him it's of utmost importance to get its translation." And then he scurries off. And he runs like fast. And and then he says, "What else? What else did you find?" Harbeck pipes up and he says, "We found the origins of a soulfire curse." And,
Or it does me he found that.
yeah. And he's that is, that makes sense. That makes sense. Why our potions couldn't do anything. What's why our magics were useless. This is very bad. And by the way, off. If you didn't get you were getting so much more information, but because you got a natural 20, like right to the end. The only way to expel a soulfire curse, to dispel a soulfire curse, is to kill the original caster.
Figured as much.
So somebody's trying to bring back Krell. Do you know if he got up out of the coffin himself, or was he dragged, perhaps?
I don't know if we can answer that. All we know is that the coffin was empty.
Aye. That's a shame. If he is already up and walking, then it's too late for all of us. But there's a chance that they took him with them. Maybe that's. And he's thinking. And he pulls off another scroll. One second. He said, "I wonder. There was an order of knights that had an association with Krell. The Knights of the Blood Dragon. It was, they were led by a vampire, Lord Wallach Harkon. He was slain centuries ago, but perhaps I cannot think of any place closer that a necromancer would be able to do his bidding and not be disturbed. It is a ruined keep in it, but it's massive, and I believe there may be a catacombs underneath it. I don't know. All I know is that it was burnt to the ground in by the armies of Wisland. I feel like that may be our best chance to get there, but I don't know how long these people have. It's it's 4 days ride.
Do we have any faster mounts? Or can we gain access to faster mounts?
He asks again. He asks again about specifically you, Harbeck. He asks again about the size of the footsteps and like the general orientation of how the curse was set up, and you tell him in detail, and he thinks and he thinks and he thinks, and he says, and then just then the orderly comes rushing back and says, "Here, here, here. We found the translation." Ah, good. And he reads it, and it says roughly, "Here lies the thirsting blade and its wielder." And then he kind of sits back. He sits back and he's thinking. He's thinking very hard. Give me, because you're the longest living, give us, Thury, give us a history check, please.
18.
That's good. So, deep in the back of your mind, you remember that there was a necromancer. There was a necromancer that raided the lands of Athalloran and many other things, but he was defeated years ago. A century and a half ago, he was defeated. His name is Heinrich Kemmler. You ask out loud, is it possible? Is it possible this could be Heinrich? The work of Heinrich Kemmler? And then Gunther's really scratching his chin. But the 9 banished him. That cannot be. Last we heard, he was wandering the countryside as an old beggar, with no power or memory of his old deeds whatsoever. But perhaps he came across this altar. Maybe he came across this altar and got a fraction of his old power back. But why would he? Why would he bring back Krell? Unless it's not good. It's not good at all, but I think you should check the Red Blood Keep. I think that might... There's a chance they'll be there. Harbeck, give me an... Actually, no. This is innate knowledge. You know of a way to cut through the mountain passes and get to the Red Blood Keep a day and a half quicker than if you guys rode, which would bring it to 2 days. 2.5 days instead of 4. 4 days ride from here now, or a 2.5 day hike through the mountains. It's much quicker, but as with all things, there's an element of risk.
Well, we don't have time to spare. If you are up for it, we should cut through the mountains.
Aye. I don't know the way. I'll take the mainland, so I'll be behind you. But leave a trail, leave whatever notes you can find, and I will meet you there. I need to gather my men and my retinue, and we will meet you there. If this is what we're looking at, God help us. I'll get some of my best men, and we will ride out. I'll ride out on the morrow. I have things to attend to in the meantime, but you should go. You should go now.
All right, Riley, Thury, let's go.
Let's roll.
All right. So give me... Okay, so we're going back to our map. So you're kind of... Imagine the Blood Keep. This isn't quite accurate. The blood keeps actually like back in here a little bit where this dead end trail is. That's why you save the time. Is because you come straight through the mountains here and you save going around this big horn here, right here. So yeah, the blood keeps actually located here, but you basically are cutting through here, here, and there to basically coming at it from the back, not from the back, but from the side more or less. Give me survival checks, please. Survival, yeah, survival checks.
Jesus Christ.
10, 15, yeah. Oof, 20. Yeah, with Harbeck and Riley leading the way, you guys encounter no delays and are there actually early. You're there. You make it in 2 days. So you camp the first, or sorry, the first day. Sorry, the first day goes without incident. The morning of the second day, you're about halfway through, and you come to a narrow pass. You come to a narrow pass. Give me perception checks, everybody. Even Faldron.
Jesus Christ. Need to roll better.
Okay, so the highest that we got is a 16. So Riley, you smell. You guys come to this pass, and it's up until now the path has been fairly wide, but here it gets quite narrow. And Riley, you're looking around, and you smell something. You're not 100% sure what it is, but something stinks a bit. But it's just a faint hint of it. Harbeck, you notice that the stone cutting in you notice the way this cavern is shaped is very advantageous for anything that's on the upper edges of it.
I don't like being.
Move your characters as you will. Grid is on. Yeah, grid is on.
We're going on our max.
Yep. Move up to your maximum speed.
That's 20, 35, I think.
Yep, 35. And what did Faldron roll? He rolled a 5. Yeah, Faldron, he's just kind of looking around. He's just happy to go on for a walk. He's, he was anxious in the city. He's happy to be off on the trail again. Okay. So that's your movement.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Give me another perception check. Another round of perception checks.
Even followed on?
Yep.
Okay, finally. Hold on, roll 17.
Harbeck, you hear a faint singing. It sounds... Did our music stop? Did stop. You hear a faint singing. You're not quite sure where it's originating from, but it's because the cavern is echoing back and forth, and you're just not overly sure about it, what exactly it where exactly it's coming from. Nobody else really sees anything.
Bro, hold on. You rolled 17?
17. Faldron's you can tell he's caught the scent of something, and he kind of gives a one of those, and his ears are kind of perked back, and he's not quite sure about it. What do you do?
I feel like we have to keep going.
Uh,
But you should go
Yeah.
first.
Move further into the canyon.
I've got a bow. I don't want someone dropping down on
Yeah.
top of me.
I'm assuming you guys are proceeding with some semblance of caution.
Yes.
Okay. We ain't got all day. Go ahead and move. Right.
We're back.
Right. That's where everybody is.
That's where we are.
Okay. Harbeck, you hear the singing louder now, and you hear a faint flapping of wings.
Coming from above.
Everybody roll initiative.
Well, I'm going last. Do I roll? Pauldron rolls with me.
Yeah. So yes. Yeah, you don't have to roll for Faldron. Faldron is he acts on your turn.
Yeah.
You have the token highlighted when I roll.
Oh. So one of them, so this one, I believe.
Oh, there's a dude over here.
So this one, because it rolled a 21, you see coming up over. Actually, you hear it before you see her, but she has a flying speed, and you hear the compelling song of the harpy. Sorry, that should. All right, everybody, roll me. Everybody, roll me wisdom saving throws.
So just the wisdom thing?
Yeah, on your. Ooh, that's way too. It's way too. No, not low.
Dang.
Okay. Even give me one for fall drawn as well. Actually, hold on a second.
I don't even show up on your turn order. It's just fall run.
Okay. Try rolling your initiative again through your character sheet.
I did that originally.
That's really odd. Let me try.
Well,
Let's see. What's our turn order? Yeah, no, you're still. That's weird. That's super strange. I don't know why that's a thing. Are you clicking the initiative right at the top of your, right beside your armor class, right at the top?
yep.
Okay.
Or you
There.
just put me in at 10.18.
Yep. I just rolled again. Okay. How's the music? Is the music too loud or no?
Oh, it's okay.
Okay.
Good.
All right.
Hear you over it, so that's good.
So the harpy. Yeah. Did you roll a wisdom saving throw for Valdron as well?
I rolled one for
Or-
Turi.
Oh, sorry. No. Yeah, no. He's not a humanoid or a giant. He can't understand. It's fine. All right. So this harpy comes in directly, and he's gonna do a multi-attack on the closest one, Riel. Does a 20 hit? I'm assuming a 20 hits. So it comes in with his claw and slashes Riley along the edge of his coat, right on his shoulder, and he's bleeding. And then it comes up again. Does a 15 hit? Meets or exceeds is the.
No.
You more than 15 AC? Yes, sir. Okay. But as.
Well, make sure I'm checking the right thing here. Is that armor class?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Then no, doesn't hit.
Yeah, you have a 16. So yeah. So it comes and it slashes at you, and then it brings the club on its head, and it brings it straight down, and you dodge out of the way. And it gets basically it gets a whole surprise round because it rolled a nat 20. So it's gonna go again, and it's gonna basically pivot and attack you specifically again.
Why does Riley not have like health points or anything?
He should. It just might not be visible to you. I can fix that later. So 16, I believe, hits.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that is my AC.
That's your AC,
So.
yeah. So it's meets or exceeds. So we're gonna roll damage on that. 6 slashing damage, and then it's gonna try again for the club, and miss with the club again. All right. So that is its turn. Now, Riley, it is your turn. It is your chance to pivot.
I'm going to start by retreating.
You will take an opportunity attack if you do so. You can disengage, but then that's your action done.
Ah, okay. I really don't have any melee attack.
You have your rapier.
Yeah.
Or you have you do have Thunderwave.
Mhm. Yeah. Thunderwave. Yeah, I'll attack with Thunderwave.
Okay. Cat, wanna put in the group chat or the chat? Sorry.
Oh, there it goes. My head. So the spell I still have at level 1, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So, all right. Spell save DC. 15-foot cube. Each creature within a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a Constitution saving throw. Keep in mind where that would also lead, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can move in its AO, but you could move, say, down to here. So then you're no longer within 15 feet of your comrades. You could kind of pivot. You know what I mean? You could kind of like ducking around, and if you're planning on blasting this from your loot, I'm assuming is what you're doing.
Yes.
Okay. Then you could do that so that your 15-foot cube doesn't. Yeah, 15-foot cube would be 3 squares. Oh, you'd have to You'd have to go one more over to not hit everybody.
Go more over.
Yeah, 15-foot cube. There. It's a big area of effect. Okay. And it's DC 14 con save that she needs to roll. Alright. Oh my god. She rolled another 20. Holy man. Half as much damage isn't pushed. So you pull out your loot and you strum it hard, but it sees exactly what you're doing and it just covers its ears and laughs at you. And it still gets blown back a little bit, but it takes a bit of damage, but not very much. Okay, you still have your bonus action. Have you adjusted your hit points? By the way, you should be down to 16.
Yes.
You can do it right on your token.
You don't. 20.
What's that? No, because you took
token.
4. You took 4, and then you took 6, so you took 10 altogether.
Oh, I can do it right there. Look at that.
Yeah, you can do it right on the token itself too, right?
Oh, okay.
You can just go. You can just there you go. So you have a bonus action. You already cast a leveled spell, so you could do a bardic inspiration, because that's one of your core features.
Yeah.
Or you could slug down a healing potion. You could also do that. And that would be, you'd be rolling a d6 plus your con modifier for how many hit points you get back. So you might only get 3 hit points back if you do that.
I'm gonna use the bardic inspiration die.
Okay. Who are you giving it to?
Choosing a character within 60 feet of me, I'll give that to Harbeck.
Alright. So Harbeck hears your song, and he is inspired to action because he hears the urgency in it. That one's really fast. It's really much too loud. Keep the battle music going for now. Alright. So is that your turn?
My turn?
Yeah. If you want, you can pull your rapier, and then if it flies away, then you can get an opportunity of attack. You can also do that.
Yeah, I suppose. I'll pull the rapier then.
Okay. And then I'll allow you to switch next turn, if that doesn't happen. Okay, Thuri, you're on deck.
Alright.
So remember, you can move Faldron first. You can move Faldron. It just takes a bonus action to get him to attack, right?
And Faldron, he doesn't have any ferocity right now.
No, he does not.
So he just has his bite signature attack that he can do.
Yep. But
I think
keep in mind you do have your your totems, right? Which are basically free use because they come back on your short rest. That also uses your bonus action too, right? And that would give everybody in the AO temp hit points if you did the bear.
Yeah. So I have. Do I get Quirion as well in this?
Yep.
Situation?
Quirion should be on deck. She hasn't been killed yet, so.
Do I have to move Quirion at the same time?
Quirion has her own initiative. Actually, you need to roll initiative for her, and if she already acted, we'll retcon it. Should be right on her sheet. Yeah, 30 summons. Quirion. Yeah, you should be able to just you see it there, the initiative?
No.
Okay, I got it here.
Okay. Where is initiative?
No
There's
valid.
intelligence.
Oh, no valid token was selected. Okay, well, we will add a turn. He rolled a 20, so she rolled a 20. Sorry, for the turn order. So we'll say that she acted already. So
Yeah, can I move her behind here then?
Yep.
I think I want to do bear. So bear totem is my additional action, or my
Your
bonus action.
bonus action, yes. Dropping the bear. Let's put him right there. So he is an incorporeal being, so you can move through him. It just feels weird. So he doesn't actually take up a spot.
Okay. So then that gives everybody 8 temp hit points.
Correct.
Right?
Yep.
Okay. So that was my bonus action, and then my action is I want to let an arrow fly.
Sounds good.
So I'm gonna hit druidic longbow.
Yep.
Normal roll.
No, elven accuracy. I'm assuming
Elven
you're using Quirion to help, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Then you get elven accuracy.
And dungeon dice roll.
Yep. Yeah, that is very nice. That hits. Roll damage.
Rolling damage.
All right.
7.
7 piercing damage. So you pull out your totem. You say your the quick words, and then poof, out pops the bear out of nowhere, and then everybody feels emboldened. They have a lot more going for this. Almost like there's an energy shield around them. And then
Nice.
Quirion flies in and starts pecking at the harpy at the back of her head, and she screeches and she tries to like get it off, but she's obviously distracted. And then you see a nice shot open up right by her chest, and she takes 7 damage.
Nice. I'll take 7 damage.
Okay. All right. Man, keeping the music going is honest to God hard. Most of these songs are so short. All right. Where's our turn order? Okay. So yeah, so we're done with Thuri. It is now the second harpy's turn. Oh, we got these ones mixed up. So. Yeah. We're in as 20. Sorry. I fucked the turn order. I'll fix it. Just hold on. There. There, we're good now. Okay, so this harpy, I look up her speed. She's got 40-foot flying speed. So she can fly. She flies to here, and she does the same thing again. I need everybody to roll. Everybody other than Faldron to roll Wisdom saving throws.
I rolled a 16.
Yep, that's good. Riley's good. Ooh. Harbeck, you are charmed. You cannot do damage to this harpy. You're enthralled by its song. And you kind of look over at everybody else. You kind of wonder what everybody else is doing. Yeah, a charmed creature can attack the charmer or target the charmer with harmful abilities or magical effects. The charmer has advantage on any ability check to interact socially with the creature. So it says to you, throw down. Oh, hold on. It says to you. Okay, what the fuck? Voice mod. Go away. It says to you, throw down your weapons and run. You can hear its thoughts inside your brain, Harbeck. Do you speak back?
Get out of my head. Keep it
Get
safe.
out of my head!
Okay. Alright, so we're gonna put a marker on you so we know. So you cannot attack it. You feel enamored by it, so we're gonna give you're gonna have a broken heart with a lightning bolt. That's gonna be our symbol for charmed. Alright. So you still have your turn, Harbeck. What do you do?
I'm gonna go after the other harpy then.
Okay.
I can run right in apparently. If there's room to go through here. And I'm going to activate Rage
Okay.
and attack with why aren't these showing me the whole thing? Oh, there we go. Two-handed battle axe.
Two-handed, silvered.
Silvered battle axe, yep.
Okay.
Oh, that's how
So
oh, it's gone. Oh, there it goes. Yeah.
just as that happens, just as you come up and you ring. Oh yeah, is that your? You got to roll an attack roll, buddy. That's just damage.
Yeah.
That's weird. Okay,
I don't know how to cancel rolls when I picked up the wrong die.
yeah, that's a 1, man. That misses. Sorry. All right. As you run up, you hear a shrill shriek, and it's the harpy in front of you, and it startles you, and you drop your axe. You drop your axe and cover your hands. So now you need to spend your free action either picking up your axe or drawing a new weapon. And just at that same moment, from
Fuck is that?
either side of you, two swarms of bats come from the rocky outcroppings. And these are no normal bats. Their eyes are red. They're clearly bewitched. Oh my god. Jesus. So one of them got a 22, a natural 20. Just for those of you that are following along, and the other one got a 14. So this could be real interesting. So we're on Harbeck. Now it's the swarm of bats' turn. Oh yeah, so you have a bonus action. So you still have a bonus action. What do you do with it? Or no, that was your rage, right?
And you.
Yep, so you're done. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
So swarm of bats swoops in and attacks Harbeck. So many things on the go. That's more. Okay. And it actually swarms right on top of you. And it bites you. Tiny little fangs. And it rolls terribly. You just straight up ignore it.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. Alright. Okay. And a swarm of bats is done. It is Quirian's turn. What is she doing?
She's not gonna move, really. She's gonna... Are we more worried about the bats, or are we more worried about the harpy? I feel like we're more worried about the harpy. Brad?
Are we more worried about the bats or the harpy?
Yeah.
I'm more worried about the harpy.
Okay. So Quirion will stay where she is, I guess, and just continue to distract.
Yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to use your help action against the bats, the swarm of bats.
Okay.
Because it's not an individual, right? There's nothing that she could really do that I can think of that would actually help you hit them. It's just a
Right.
swarm of bats.
Yeah. Okay. Quirion's gonna do nothing on her turn. She's gonna continue to piss off the harpy.
Okay, sounds good. All right, now it is the harpy's turn. The harpy is beginning to be annoyed by Quirion, so she's gonna turn around and she's gonna use one of her claws attacks. What's Quirion's AC?
8.
8? 8 AC? Are you sure? It should be higher than that.
Well, the character sheet says 8. Hit points 4.
That can't be right. Hold on a second. I think that's wrong. Yeah, your armor class should be 12.
Okay. How do we
Change
can
that.
we change that?
Yeah. Yeah. Armor class is 12. Yeah. And the claws just Quirion sees it coming, and she dodges out of the way. Claws miss. And then, being frustrated, the harpy turns around and it aims its club again at Riley and misses again. Finally, it lets out a scream and it starts singing again. Let's see how many times can it do this. I don't know how many times it can do this. Hold on a second. Oh. To this harpy song for the next 24 hours. Okay. So sorry, Brad. The charmed for the harpy is different than the charmed effect, which is what I checked. So you actually are incapacitated. You can't do anything other than move closer towards it. And it is the first time that you that this happened to you, that you saved from this harpy. The first one you all saved from. The second one you failed. So you had to move closer. So these bats are actually going to swarm Quirion. Sorry. Little retcon. My bad. I'm sorry.
My attack missed, so it's not
Yeah.
as big a retcon as it could have been.
Yeah, exactly. But
The bats missed too, so.
Yeah. But that means too. No, it was, yeah, you did your turn. Yeah. It was your turn, then the harpy's turn. Right? Or harpy's turn, then your turn. Yeah. Yep, that's fine. Okay. I just gotta read that over again one more time. Okay. You could roll me another saving check. Another saving throw. Gotta beat an 11.
Ooh.
Harbeck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. At the end of your turn, you can roll. You can roll one.
Okay. A wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. Yeah. You fail. All right. Everybody else is immune to the harpy songs, but you're kind of hooped. Okay. So that harpy, that's its turn. Riley, you're up.
I need to get out of here. I'm gonna move. There's some height over here.
Keep in mind you're gonna take opportunity attacks. I don't think the swarm of bats would attack you. I don't think.
I'm not gonna go really far. I'm just gonna start going to kind of the start of this
Okay.
incline here.
Okay, so as you're running away, the harpy is gonna reach out with its claws and try to attack you. And a 22 is gonna hit. You take 5 slashing damage. As you turn and run away, the harpy goes, "Ah!" and it claws you right down the middle of your back. So you lose, but your temporary hit points, your shield absorbs all of the impact. But you feel like the barrier is weaker now. That the bear spirit isn't guarding you as much as it was. All right, you have a bonus action, I believe. I gotta pee again, so.
All right.
I'm back as well. Urination is calling.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can tell me what you do. We can catch him up when he gets back.
Let's see. Can I use my bonus action to set up an opportunity attack?
Or no, you still have your action. That was just your movement, unless you use the disengage action.
Ah,
But it's too late. That ship sailed. You still
yeah,
have you have your action and your bonus.
okay. Let's see. Let's figure out how these, how this ranged attack works. 1d8 plus 4 piercing.
So it's currently being helped by Quirion. You would
Right.
get advantage. So basically, roll advantage, and then we would roll another regular attack, and then whichever one of
Okay.
those is the best. I'm sorry I don't have the macro set up. I don't know. I have no idea why it's not
Okay.
working, but Thuries does, and I can't find the
Right.
source code that I originally got it from. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
I'm going to fire at the harpy I just retreated away from with my longbow.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. That's Harbeck.
It's Harbeck, but
Yeah, 22 hits, roll damage. Roll one more time, just to see if it's a nat 20. Just do one more
Okay.
regular attack.
I did roll that from well, of course I rolled that from Riley's.
Yeah, from stat block. Yeah, Harbeck doesn't have a. Okay. Yeah, do damage on the 24. 24 is the highest, so. Not that it'll make.
I can just click it in.
You just click longbow. Just
in
click
chat.
Just click. Yeah. Oh yeah. Just click longbow in chat.
Okay.
All right. That is damn near
There we
maximum
go.
damage.
Something.
So. Yeah. So as you take the damage, you run away, and you pull back the bow, and you see the harpy now has its back to you, and its wings are kind of just flapping there, and you spike it basically right underneath one of the wings, and it comes back and it thrashes, and it's in serious pain, and you can see it's thinking about getting the hell out of here, and it starts to kind of flap, and it's like kind of up about 5 feet off the ground now. All right, and you still have a bonus action, I believe. He did 11 points of damage.
That's good.
What could this character even do as a bonus action still?
Oh, wait a second. Hey, hold on. You inspired Harbeck, right? Did you
I didn't.
Did you roll that for your saving throw? Because you can do that for saving throws, can't you? Your bardic inspiration. How does that work? You can roll a die and the number rolls to one. Ability check, attack roll, saving throw it makes. The creature can wait until after it rolls a d20 before deciding to use the bardic inspiration die, but must decide before the DM says whether the roll succeeds or fails. Okay, so because I told you guys what the DC was, pretty safe you could.
Yeah.
Because how much did you miss it for by the first time? We're doing a lot of retconning here, but it hasn't come around to his turn yet, so.
I rolled an 11 the first time.
You rolled 11 the first time, so at 12, so
Yeah.
anything, literally one or anything, would have done it the first time, and he would not be charmed.
Right. Well, then I will use that. I'll use that bardic inspiration die.
Yeah.
So do I roll that manually? It's a 1d.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
8.
Anything that you roll. 1d8? That was 1d6.
Oh yeah, certain levels.
Yep. A d6. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So did I ever show you how to do that? To add your save modifiers, your bardic inspiration. Yeah, it's right there. Your global save modifier. So that's for Real. Where is Harbeck? I'll just add it.
Global attack modifier. Oh,
Bardic
Global.
Inspiration. 1d6.
Uh,
It's right there, your global save modifier.
okay.
There, I added
Want me
it
to
for
roll
you.
that?
Yeah, just click it and see if it goes. It should go. Yep. Sweet. Okay, he is not charmed. Roll it back again. So,
Back where he was, and
Back-
his attack had missed anyway, but
Yeah.
at least he's not charmed.
yep. Yep. Let's do the same thing again. Okay, so yeah, so now you have
Alright.
keep in mind your bardic inspirations only come back on a long rest, and you can't get a long rest unless y'all find a room with a door that locks, a building or a room or anything with 4 walls and a door that locks. 4 walls, a roof, and a door that locks in some way. So resource management, up to you, because we're out in the wilderness now.
Alright.
Because yeah, do you have any? I'm just poking around in your spells here. Yeah. Yeah, I don't see anything that's a bonus action for you, for your spells, eh?
No.
Nothing. Yep, nothing. Okay. What do you want to do?
I guess that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Yeah, there's nothing else. I don't think there's
I
anything
don't want
else.
to go too. Yeah. I want to go too far back away from a potential shot at that harpy on the left, so I'm going to stay right there.
Okay. All right. And then this swarm of bats comes up and it attacks you, Thury.
On the back.
Yep.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
Rolls a 20. Does 3 damage. 3 piercing damage.
Alright. Why can't I adjust my dude?
You should be able to.
Oh, because I'm in the measuring thing? Yeah. Okay. 3 piercing damage? So I go to 5 on my 10 hit point.
Yep. Yep, that's correct. Okay. And that swarm of bats is done. It is now your turn, Thury. But as that happens, you hear the flapping of wings. Specifically, Riley hears the flapping of wings. I have way too much stuff to open. Swarm of bats, which have a 30-foot movement. Yeah, so that's as far as I can go. So you hear a flapping of wings behind you, Riley. Oh, we just lost your webcam. Shoot.
Oh no. Brad, come back.
There it
I'm
is.
here.
There. You hear a flapping of wings, and there's another swarm of bats headed straight towards you, Riley. And it is Thury's turn. So with the swarm of bats on you, you're not going to be able to draw your bow because they're like up in your business. So you got to get away from them somehow, or club them off, or you got to do something to get rid of them.
Okay. What about fairy fire?
Put that in the chat for me. Let's see what that does.
It lights them up so that we roll with advantage when attacking.
Yeah,
I can't.
but the thing is, you
I
can't.
didn't see so
They're
little of what John
occupying. They're occupying. Really? What do you mean?
puts. I can never see anything John puts in the chat. I don't see his rolls.
You don't see his rolls?
Really? I see
No.
yours.
That's
I see I've seen like
super
one
odd.
roll from him.
That's super odd. That's so strange. I don't know. I have no idea. We'll talk
Isn't
about
there
that
a
later.
2 public and then a 2 GM or 2 DM setting somewhere? Could his be 2 DM
Yeah, it could be.
or GM? I guess they call it Game Master.
Oh my god, yes. Yep, that's what
Is it
is.
on the character
Yep,
sheet?
it's
or...
on your character sheet right at the top. 30, right at the top. It says public to GM. You've been rolling to me this entire time. That makes sense. Okay. All right. So Fairy
Can I
Fire. Okay.
switch that?
So I switch it for you.
Okay.
So Fairy Fire. Okay. If you're planning on attack, like these bats, you're not able to use your bow at all with these bats. You're only going to be able to use melee weapon of some sort or spells because they won't, like, they're biting you and they're up in your shit and you can't get your bow to shoot straight, and any advantages that you have will definitely be negated, and any attack that you have will have disadvantage. Any range attack will have disadvantage. It's very unlikely that you will hit anything because
So
you're
what about Thunder Wave?
yeah, absolutely, you can do that. Just keep in mind
But-
your cube. So 15 feet. It would hit Faldron right now.
Yeah.
You could try to move with the bats on you, but they're going to follow you. You can try to move to a more advantageous position. For
I don't
example,
want to do that anyway. I'd rather get it in a position where I could hit multiple things.
yeah. Okay.
What if I just had Faldron attack the bats as well as myself with my stave
Yeah.
thing?
So one thing we forgot to do last time is that to get your Shillelagh, you need to use a bonus action. So it's one or the other. Either you make your bow your Shillelagh with your bonus action, or you get Faldron to attack. One or the other, not both.
And I can't Fairy Fire right now.
You could Fairy Fire, but it would not do you any good, right? You could do it. Yeah, you could Fairy Fire, but I honestly, if I was you, I would do the Thunder Wave. I would try and get Faldron away, and then try and do a Thunder Wave to get the bats off of you. That's what I would do.
Well, so the bats are right on top of me.
Yep.
So, what if I just did it in a direction away from Faldron?
No, it's a cube.
Oh, it's a cube.
It's a 15-foot cube. Yeah. So, but you can tell Faldron to move. You can send him somewhere else. You could send him out of the AO for free because his movement and his bonus action is his own. It just happens on your turn. So you can move Faldron away.
Okay, so what if I moved Faldron to the Harpy over
Sure.
here?
Yep. Sure.
And then I can use my action for Thunder Wave, and I can use my bonus action to have him attack the Harpy.
Yep, you could do that. Yep, you could definitely do that. But one thing, like I said, you can move. You can still move with the bats. You could move closer and get the other Harpy in the blast radius as well. And also Harbeck, but he's got lots of hit points. Just an idea, just a suggestion. You don't have to.
But so how does it work?
So wherever you are,
It's a cube.
it's a cube, so 15 feet all the way around and high too. So you could move, say you moved here.
Okay, so how do you feel about that, Brad? Because if I moved one space closer, and I can have 15 feet, I would hit the Harpy, I would hit you and the bats that are on top of you, and the bat on top of me.
And I need to do what kind of saving throw?
Constitution saving throw. So your second best skill. Third
Yeah,
best.
let's go. I say go for it, and I'll take.
Let's let it
I'll
fly.
take it if I have to. We got a hurting teammate up there on the ridge, so I'm more concerned about his health at the moment.
Alright. So if I go here and I hit Thunder Wave,
Yep, then it'll automatically do everything.
did that work?
Nope. You gotta do it on the spell on your spells. Yeah, you should be able to just hit, just click the Thunderwave word. Should
I'm
do it.
trying. It's not. Oh, maybe I need to close it.
Yeah, just click
Nope.
the Thunderwave word itself. It should go.
I'm doing that. It's
What
not.
the fuck? That's
I'm
super
on
weird.
my
Yeah, I see it.
character sheet under
Yep.
spells.
Let me try it. Yeah. What the hell? Huh. Yeah.
Is it because I have a bunch of zeros next to it?
Nope.
Oops, sorry, I'm looking at stuff.
Yep. Sorry, yeah, give yourself that. That's so weird that it's not. Okay. Alright, roll 2d8 then. I don't know why that's not working. Yeah, roll 2d8. Okay. So that's 9. Okay. Okay. So that's reduced by half, rounded down, so Harbeck takes 4 damage. Yeah. And I guess I gotta do the. Oh my god. So, oh my god, both the bats passed. Some fucking how. So that negates it. Okay. Sorry, I gotta redo that. Yeah, give me a wisdom saving throw there, Harbeck. And then the harpy gets a. Or sorry, Constitution. Constitution saving throw. What the hell am I doing?
Oh yeah.
Okay. The harpy fails. It takes full damage. A swarm of bats. It wouldn't have made a difference either way, so I'm just gonna. For the sake of less clutter, I'm just gonna leave it. Okay. Yeah, you take the full damage as well. So the bats somehow see what you're doing and kind of recoil and like move a little bit far away, but they still get hit by the sound, by the thunder wave as it emanates from you, and it still does damage, but it doesn't push them. However, both Harbeck and and the harpy get pushed 10 feet. So the harpy, who's 5 feet in the air now, goes woof back against the walls, and then it's kind of it's thrashing around, and it struggles back up to its feet. And then Harbeck, same thing. He's already against the wall, so take an additional D8 of force damage if you want to roll that for me, Harbeck, please. We'll count it as a fall, which would be 1d8 per 10 feet.
Okay. How do I roll this?
Just roll me a d8, just in your dice over here on your left hand side. Yeah.
D8.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Okay, I see.
Yeah. So take 1 additional damage. You still got your rage on. That rage is poof. That's doing some work for you. I can't believe rage and temporary hit points stacks. It's ridiculous. It's absurd, really.
Well, right
So
now, the
where's
only
the
person I
damage
hurt.
from the last?
Yeah. So
Damage.
I think I already did it for you. Sorry. Yeah, I did it for you already.
Okay.
Sorry, I know you got lots going on with 2 characters to manage. Okay.
I'm
So
trying to learn Riley's
yes, I know.
spells here.
Okay, so Thury, is that your turn?
No, Faldron's gonna attack the harpy.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah. Give me a roll.
Just do bite attack.
Yep. Oh yeah, and
Do I roll with advantage because Quirion is still there?
I'm thinking.
I mean, technically, she just hit a wall.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm gonna say she was knocked prone anyways because she hit the wall, so you get advantage anyway. So yeah, 19 hits, roll damage.
Five, seven damage.
7 damage. So as the harpy is thrown against the wall, and like one of her wings is like looks like it might not be able to get her off the ground, and then Faldron comes in and just takes a chunk out of her leg, and she's screaming and trying to get it off, but she's just in bad shape, and she can't reach around because it's grabbing at her the back of her leg, and she can't get it off. So now it is the other harpy's turn, and this harpy, seeing what happened last turn, is gonna move towards 30. And my God, combat music. I'm just gonna put something on loop for now, and it's gonna do a claw attack. 18 hits anyways. It's rolling advantage all the time. Oh my God. Oh my God. You just narrowly avoided 2 crits. Jesus. That could have been bad. Okay, so 18 and 22 hit regardless. Oh my God. Okay, so take... Whoa. Why did it... Okay, it rolled an extra dice of damage. Ignore that. It thinks the crits are legit. So, yeah, so we're gonna take... we'll split the difference. We'll take the 7 and the 3. I don't know how to do this, so yeah. So we'll take the 7 and the 3. So take 10 points of between the slashing and bludgeoning damage.
Okay, so my temp hit points go to 0.
Yep.
That's 5. So then my hit points go to 17 over 22.
Yep. You do have your wild shapes too.
It's not changing it on my guy though.
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
not on your character sheet.
Well, like above my head, I have a 22 out of 22 still, but in the bubbles, I have 17.
I see a 17 for you. I still see your bonus. Oh, there goes.
Yeah, I see. It looks like it's all working to me. Yeah.
Okay.
It looks like it's all working.
You guys.
Yeah. It looks like it's all working. Okay. All right. So that's her turn. Okay, Harbeck. It is finally your turn again.
I'm in danger.
I'm gonna move. I'm gonna have to go around the bear totem.
No, you can go through it. You can go through the bear totem.
Oh, right, I can go through the bear totem. And it's very easy for me to get over here.
Yep.
I have an axe to pick up first, don't I?
Yeah. That's your
Can
free
I pick
action.
it up?
Yep. That's your free
okay.
free
I'll
action. Yep.
Grab that axe and
Yep.
head over to the
And the bats follow you. The bats follow you.
The bats follow me.
You don't take opportunity attacks, but the bats do follow you until you get rid of them.
Alright. I'm going to attempt my heaviest hitting attack again. Two-handed silvered battle axe.
Okay. That's again just roll damage. Why did it roll damage?
That I don't know, because I did the right thing.
Okay, let me try. Allow me. What the fuck? Okay. Oh! Oh, you have bless checked. That's why. Okay. Yeah, you have bless checked. Okay, 12 hits anyways. That's why we're getting that, yeah. Yep, sorry, you were doing the right thing. You just had bless checked. Yeah. 12 hits. Roll damage. Alright, 7 damage. Okay. You've already spent your free action picking up the axe, so you can't draw another one for your bonus action. Do you have anything else you'd like to do for your bonus action?
No.
Okay. And we're gonna remove the charm, because that isn't active anymore. Okay. All right. It is this swarm of bats. It's gonna hit you. Swarm has more than half hit points. How many? 13. Yeah, it's got more than half hit points. All right. Okay, 22 hits. I'm assuming. Take another 1 piercing damage. Because again, the bats are biting into you, but you hardly feel it because you're so angry that you just ignore the damage and it just doesn't exist. It just doesn't happen. Okay, that swarm of bats is done. It is Quirian's turn.
Quirion is going to move to the other side of the harpy and provide support over here.
Oh, that harpy. Okay.
Yeah. I think that's it.
Okay. All right. This harpy, seeing that it's in serious trouble, and I'm going to say that its speed is halved because of its wing and how bad a shape it is. So it's going to fly 5 feet to the right and 15 feet up in the air. So we're just going to see. What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? To say that it's flying, I'm just looking for a symbol that makes sense. There. That symbol there means that it's in the air and flying. It's 15 feet in the air right now. So obviously it's immune to physical attacks. Because you can't reach it. So, and that's going to be its turn. It's basically its turn. It's tucking tail and it's trying to run away. Riley, it is your turn.
Well, with the with the harpy in retreat, I'm gonna focus on the bats behind me, and I'm going to. What was that? Where'd that come from?
Sorry.
Did I do that?
No, that was me.
Okay. Oh, did they never get their initiative?
Nope, they didn't. They do now.
Oh, okay.
All good now.
All right. I'm going to turn and attack with my longbow. If I can go back to that.
$18 hits. Roll damage. Okay. Because it's a swarm, your arrow flies true and it hits a swarm, but it only takes, like, say there's 18 bats, it hits 4 of them, and now 4 of them are no longer there, but there's still 18 bats there, so now there's 14 bats there.
There's a lot of fucking bats.
Swarm. It's a swarm of bats. It's a lot of fucking bats.
Maybe a good idea, maybe a bad idea. I'm gonna use some movement and head over to the base of this ladder, because I don't think I'm getting out of bat range no matter what. So, without running into a whole lot of their shit.
That looks like a door. There's a little door symbol next to it. Can you hide in there?
Yeah, that's something I can attempt as a bonus action. Is going through that door.
I just put that as a lighting thing. So.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna.
I'm still gonna.
It's
okay.
it's
I'm still
it's
gonna
open.
Go there
it's
there's
open.
High
So.
ground to be had.
Yeah.
All right. Staying where I am still. Base of the ladder.
Okay. All right. Nice. And no bonus action, I assume.
No bonus action.
Okay. This swarm of bats is gonna It's gonna bite 30, and it's not gonna be able to make it through his coat. And now this swarm of bats is gonna come directly on top of you and use its bite attack. And it's not gonna hit either. Your thick leather coat keeps them off for the time being.
All 14 of them.
All 14 of them. Yep. All right, Thury, you're up, buddy.
All right. So I still can't.
You can try to use your bow, but you're gonna have disadvantage, and actually the harpy will get an opportunity to attack it if you try to use it against the other one that's running away.
What if I use my bestial spirit?
Your bestial spirit, your second level spell? You could,
Yeah.
but you also have, that's a long rest resource, keep in mind. You do also have a short rest resource, your wild shapes, which you haven't done at all yet. Which gives,
Okay. I wasn't sure if that was also.
yeah, that's short rest. You get those back on short rest, and it basically gives you free hit points, essentially.
Okay. So I think
Because what do you have for wild shapes?
I have wolf and elk.
Yep. Wolves get advantage when their enemies are flanked, or when there's another similar being close to them. So if Faldron was next to you, you would get advantage against this harpy.
And does that count as my action to change an attack? Or
I think that's your action just to do your wild shape. I believe.
okay, so I can't attack then.
Yeah,
In the same turn.
but you could send Faldron.
Yeah. Okay.
And you can't cast spells while you're in wild shape form.
But that's okay. I think I want to become a wolf.
Okay.
A wolf.
A wolf?
I want to become a wolf.
All right. So there is
Do I drag this on here?
Yep.
Wolf.
There. Yeah.
It's gonna be like 7 things.
Yeah.
There. So we're gonna move you out of the way for now.
Yeah.
It's a wolf token.
Yeah.
Okay, then I want to move Faldron. I can move him to here.
Mhm.
Sorry. And
Yeah.
have him attack the harpy
Yep.
from behind.
With advantage. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so Faldron. Bite. It doesn't let me do it with advantage, though. I guess it always does it with
It always
oh
has
my
an
God.
advantage. Yeah. 14 hits. These things got low AC. Roll for damage.
Oh, damn.
8
That's
piercing
better.
damage. Not bad. That's a good bit of damage there. Good bit of damage from a bonus action. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right. That your turn then?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So this harpy is entirely surrounded, and it looks around, and it's gonna attack. It's gonna attack Faldron. Because Faldron's the one that attacked it last. So it's gonna go with its claws.
I'm
And
gonna get fucking toasted.
4 damage. And then it's gonna follow it up with its club. And another 4. So 4 slashing, 4 damage. 8 damage altogether on Faldron. So Faldron comes up behind it and takes a giant chunk out of its ass. It just like rips a chunk out. And it turns around in rage and it slashes and it catches Faldron's shoulder and it comes and follows up with the club and hits him right on top of the head. But the temporary hit points ate all of that. So you're still at full health, but less your temporary hit points now.
Oops. Like that?
Yep.
Roasty.
Yeah. Oof. Yeah, this harpy is having a bad day, and it realized it. If it tries to run, you're all gonna just eat it. So it's not having a great time. Okay, Harbeck, your turn, buddy.
I think this is my last attack with rage. Doesn't it last for 3
No,
turns?
no, as long as you give damage or take damage,
Keep
and you've been
using it.
taking 1 point of damage every turn, so you're good.
Okay. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to stay right here. We're in the thick of the fight. I'm going to use a one-handed battle axe and swing it at the bats that are swarming me.
The bats. Okay.
The bats.
All right, go ahead. Uh, 9 misses,
Okay.
I believe.
Still going to use my.
Yep, 9 misses.
Okay. I'm
You
going to
have
use my bonus action then with the hand axe,
Okay.
and that I'm going to swing at the harpy
Okay.
because.
Is that an 18? That hits. Roll damage. Very nice. Very nice. It's 10 damage.
Something.
Yeah. So distracted while she's attacking Faldron, you swing your silver battle axe, and it's like the bats just disappear and just right through you, right through the axe, and misses entirely. And what the hell? And you grab your hand axe out of your belt and you bury it right into the harpy's shoulder, and the harpy shrieks, and it kind of shakes its head and kind of thrashes around, and it's in serious pain. You see the look in its eyes; it's panicking. All right, so swarm of bats are gonna do what they've been doing before, and just bite you, and just miss again, because you're just still so angry that the bites just bounce
I'm
off.
too angry to bite. Just.
Too angry. Just way too angry. Alright. Quirion.
She's not gonna do anything. She's gonna stay where she's at.
Okay. Okay, this harpy here, like I said, its movement is halved. So it's going to move now 20 feet this way. And that's it. That's its turn. Riley, your turn.
So, the harpy is the harpy just above me there. That's 15 feet in the air.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So to hit it with the thunder, what's it called?
Thunder
I'd
wave?
have to be like directly under it.
Yes, you would.
Okay.
Like I said, the bats don't provoke opportunity attacks, but they follow you. But you absolutely could do that.
Right. Okay. So, if I move,
But would they provoke opportunity attacks if he used his bow?
Like I said, anything, if you attempt to use your bow, you're going to be doing it at disadvantage no matter what. Because you have bats in your business, and just, yeah, there's no way to get past that. I'll let you do it, but I'm going to heavily discourage it. You did seem to notice how much more effective earlier the magic and the area of effect weapons were on the bats than shooting arrows or thunking axes through them. You did notice that.
yeah, I'm gonna move in closer to the harpy. That was 15 feet of movement. I have up to 30.
Yeah. So it's
Am I able to?
So it's a cube, and you're actually about 5 feet up. So now it's only 10 feet above you. So you're definitely within range
Okay,
there.
so I'm within range.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
then I'm going to cast the. I know you just said it out loud. I already forget. Thunder wave.
Thunder wave.
Underway.
Yep.
Oop,
All right.
It's paralyzed.
Let's roll some con saves. Oh my god, she passes. She
bats?
passes. She passes. The bats.
Bats.
The bats.
Give me
Where
the
are the bats? Where are the bats? I can't find the bats. I can't find the bats.
Which bats? He says.
There's so many
which
bats.
bat?
There's the bats. The bats. Also fucking pass. Oh my god.
Yo, these bats are fucking bonkers, man.
They're fucking crazy, aren't they? Oh my god. I can see why I was warned. Okay, so the Thunder Wave still hits the Harpy and still hurts it. You notice 9 of the bats fall down. It is now less than half hit points. You see that? Doing the quick math? Yep.
Yeah.
Good. Basically, the bats have resistance, but
Mhm.
they failed to save. So, or the bats have resistance, but they're vulnerable to AOE. So
Right.
they would take double damage normally, but with what you've done, but because they pass a save, they just take regular damage. Make sense? Still very effective. There's only 7 bats flying around you now. Okay. You
Oh.
have a bonus action to use, I believe. If you so choose.
Am I missing something, or does this character not have much to
No,
use
it doesn't have much to use for
action?
bonus actions, no.
Um,
Other than your spells and your bardic inspirations, but
yeah. I guess, yeah, I'm done then.
okay. Alright, another swarm of bats. It's gonna... it's not gonna do anything, because it can't get through the wolf's fur. So one nice thing is that their turns are very short. Oh, wait. Oh, did I? Oh. Oh, I did it. Oh, I rolled a 20, but I did it wrong. Half its hit points. God damn it. I really want to take the 20. We're gonna take the 20, and then, because what is it? So 2d4. Yeah, so 1d4. So 1d4. So it's okay. That's easy, actually. Okay, so you take 5 damage. Sorry, I had to quickly do the math. I hit the wrong button, but I want to keep the original rule. You take 5 damage, Riley. Okay.
Did I... How do I get down to 7?
That's shouldn't. Oh, my God. Sorry.
Did you give me the bats damage?
I did give you the bats damage.
Okay.
Yeah, you're fine. You're good. You're back. You're good. But you take 5. You take 5 damage though. Sorry. The bats.
Okay.
Somehow
Well,
one of
11
them
then.
finds your neck and like gets a good chunk in and is like it's hurting you pretty bad.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, just be happy it wasn't the full crit, because that would have been 10 damage.
Mhm.
Because it's so I hit Swarm has more than half HP, and then I took the 20 roll, and then I just because I saw what the difference was. It was 1d4 plus 0 versus 2d4 plus 0. So I just took one of the 5s basically. All right, 30. You are in your wolf form. What you doing?
How do I see what my wolf form can even do?
You should be able to just open it up. Basically, all I can do is bite. That's pretty much it.
Well,
If the target is a creature, it must succeed on DC 11 strength saving throw or be knocked prone. So that's So basically, if you succeed on your hit against the harpy, the very likely it will be knocked prone. It will be knocked to the ground, and you will get advantage on the roll no matter what, because this thing is flanked to fuck. Flanked literally
yeah, it's
every
being flanked right now.
every way, every which way.
Okay, so how do I just bite then?
Yeah, you should be able to open up the wolf stats sheet and should just click on bite. you see that?
Oh, the wolf's right here, directly. Oh, I see.
Yep.
Fight.
Got it?
Yeah.
There we are. 20 hits, roll for damage. Either one hits, but roll for damage. 10 piercing damage. How do you want to do this?
Oh, finally, fucking bitch gets to die.
Oh,
I think there's no better way than that. Thury's wolf form leaps up into her arms and just wraps his fucking jaws around her jugular until she's squirting blood and falls to the ground into a heaping pile. And Thury doesn't even let up until her entire neck is just pulled off and hanging in his jaws.
oh,
She
wow.
did.
She did. All right.
Good AF.
Okay. Do you remember how much your first Thunder Wave damage did? Do you recall? Because for some reason this stack of bats is at full HP, and that shouldn't be. I forgot, probably. I probably forgot to do the damage. Do you remember?
I don't think it hit. I don't even think I rolled damage.
No, for
My
his.
Thunderwood?
Yeah.
Oh.
Trying to fix things afterwards. I know here. John. Yeah. So yes, it was 9.
9.
And then I don't see any rolls after that.
No, me neither.
No, swarm of bats, both of them passed. Yeah, so it would have taken, it still would have taken 9 damage because it's vulnerable to it. So there, we're good. Okay, so as you leap into the harpy, the bats kind of fall back, and they're obviously, they're kind of like, and they're scared, and they're taking losses, and you can see whatever kind of enchantment is over them is starting to drop, and they're just kind of turning back to a normal swarm of bats that isn't, intent on murdering you despite its survival being on the line. So this thing of bats runs away. You can make an opportunity attack if you wish, Harbeck and Thury.
What's heaviest opportunity attack I can do? Can I do the two-handed?
Yep.
Swing?
No, because you would have had to store with your free action to have your two hand, but
okay.
you got your one hand battle axe. You can do that.
One hand battle axe.
Yeah.
I'd do that.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess I can just do a bite.
Yeah, you can try. Yeah.
Because I can't do anything else as a wolf.
Yeah. Yeah, I will say because you're. Yep. I will say because you're so engrossed with the current task at hand that bite will be with disadvantage.
How do I change that?
It should be just at the top of your screen there. Yeah. Okay. There, it's fine. So we're gonna take the 6 anyways. This is the first one that rolled. So the bite misses. Yeah. Oh yeah. You rolled the first roll. It with most beasts it rolls advantage automatically anyways, just so it's less work for the DM. Yeah. So your bite misses, but Harbeck, do you want to throw me? You want to do that?
A one-handed battle axe.
Yep. One-handed battle axe. Oh yeah, roll some damage there, buddy. Alright, so that does 12 damage. Alright. With one swing of your battle axe, you manage to hit 12. You actually turn it sideways and then use it as like a blunt weapon. And because you're so angry at these goddamn fucking bats that won't leave you alone. So you just fucking, and it's like 12 in one blow. A whole pile of bats is laying on the ground afterwards. And you're just like, yes, good, yeah. All right. So, and now it's your real turn there, Harbeck. What are you doing?
Hmm.
And the bats that are currently on you are also getting out of dodge, but you can only take one opportunity attack. So they're also moving 20 feet away from you.
Okay. I'm not going to move. I'm going to throw the javelin at the fleeing bat.
So the javelin with which hand? You can throw your hand axe,
Yeah.
because your hand axe is in your
throw the
hand,
hand axe.
right?
Makes sense. Throw the hand axe.
Okay. 18 hits. Roll damage. All right. 9 damage. Okay, but it's halved, unfortunately. So it takes. So you throw your hand axe, and you see it like knock 5 bats out of the air, and they all fall to the ground lifeless. And then your axe carries on. You have another hand axe as well.
Right. So I will. There's. Sorry, what's that under 30 as the wolf? That's more bats? That's
Nope, no, it's dead.
dead.
The only things that
Okay.
so you got these 2 bats are alive, and then
okay.
the ones on
Oh,
Riley.
that whole thing is the wolf token. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move.
Okay.
I get 25 feet, so
And then
move to there.
remember your bonus action has a different modifier, so make sure you use that when you're doing your bonus.
Right. Yes. Yeah, and I'm gonna try to help out Riley here, who's been really struggling to get things to hit. So I'll throw the other hand axe
At
at the bat.
at the bats. The bats are
The
around him, so you're gonna have a risk of hitting him. If you miss the bats, you're gonna hit him.
Yeah, the axe probably will do better damage to the harpy, so I'll throw it at the harpy.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
This is bonus hand axe.
Yep. That hits. Roll damage. And you're just within range. 8 damage. How would you like to do this?
Well, she's up high, so I'm going to underhand toss the hand axe, not spinning it, very gracefully, letting the weight of the axe carry it upward, and it comes and pierces through her chin, splitting it down the middle into the mouth that was trying to charm me earlier,
Ooh.
shutting her up with the
For
sweet
good.
release of death.
Perfect. She falls to the ground like a sack of potatoes, lifeless. And in that moment, the bats flee. They kind of just like whoop, stop, and they just shoot away. And Riley can take an opportunity attack if he so wishes.
Riley will take an opportunity attack with his longbow.
You can't.
Fire that.
You can't.
Can't with the longbow.
Rapier though. You can do it with your rapier.
Rapiers, they fly away. What about? Can I cast a spell?
No.
Okay, rapier it is.
Yep. Rapier's a good weapon. It's a pretty good bard weapon.
Yeah.
It's only the best light weapon in the game. So yes, 23 hits, roll damage. My God, 11 piercing damage. How do you want to do this?
As the bats flee, they all. How many bats are left in our? There's like
5.
11.
Five bats.
5 bats left.
Yeah.
5 bats go to flee directly over me. I just take the rapier, throw it into the air, and the bats impale themselves, one after the other, flying in a straight line.
And so you have like a whole like a spigot of bats on your
Yes.
your rapier right now. Okay. Dinner?
Yes.
perhaps.
Dinner.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well done. We're all
I
done
guess
here,
it would be
folks.
like a
Unless one of you want to waste some arrows trying to kill these bats, they are running away. Good job.
I think once those harpies were killed, they lost a lot of their willingness to fight.
Yep.
By the sounds of it.
100%. And I just gotta figure out how much XP y'all get. Maybe it's on the... Yeah, even if you don't kill them, you still get full XP.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, as long as you defeat an enemy, and if you run, you get half. If you're defeated, you still get half XP. So
Okay.
it's a little bit of extra work tracking XP, but I think it's worthwhile. Okay, they are worth 200 XP a piece. So we got to add it all together and then divvy it up. Okay, so you had 3 bets, so you guys got 500 XP between you.
Nice.
So 500 divided by 3 is... Sorry, 550 divided by 3. I think that makes the math easier anyways.
550 divided by 3
Yep.
makes 188. 183.
183. Let's round it to 200. Let's round it to yeah, we gotta multiply it anyway. So 550 because we add it all together. So let's say it was 800 XP altogether. So divide that by 3. It'll be a little bit more than 200.
Yeah, 266.
Yeah, 266. So give yourselves 266 XP apiece. Good job.
We do that in our character sheet.
Yep. Yeah, it should be. Should be right on your core, right on the front. Experience points. See that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you hit
Whoa.
the gear, then sorry, that's me.
Oh.
Yeah, so see experience points right there. So you add 200. The other guys have a little bit more because they had the other fight. It's hard.
Where do we see that?
So if you go top of your character sheet, where then there's a gear. Yeah. You click the gear and it'll show you. So there. Harbeck has 1,300 experience points.
I have 1,100. You want me to add 200 to that?
Yeah, 260. 260. Make it easy math.
Like that?
Alright. Okay.
Yeah.
That's sorted. Okay, I'm assuming you guys are going to take a long rest. Yeah, your wild shape will be done too. So, assuming you guys take a long rest and recoup
Yes.
some hit points. Yeah. Okay, so you can roll your hit dice. Do you remember how to do that?
Or what if we just hit long rest button?
You don't have anywhere to long rest.
Oh.
If you hit long rest, it'll fully re-up you on everything, including your spell slots.
Okay, so what do we roll for hit points? It's just a d6?
So open up your character sheet.
Yeah.
See where it says hit dice? See, there's 3 hit dice. 3, just click that. Should do everything automatically. Right underneath your hit point maximum, temporary hit points, then right under there on the left. Yep.
Lols, I got 1.
Yeah, okay. So that gives you 2 hit points. Oh, it should have added automatically, but it didn't. And it should take 1 away, like that, with the arrow. So yeah, you can roll again, or you can hold if you want. Keep in mind, the most that you can recover is 2. So if I was you, I would hang tight. What?
Also, I also have my.
Jesus. Did you take any damage, Harbeck? Oh my
1 point.
Jesus. Wow. Wowzers.
I also have Cure Wound spell. Can I use that? Not in bad.
Um, I would save it. I would save your spell slots. Spell slots only come back on long rests, right? So this is the resource management part of the game. Is like hit dice you get back pretty much no matter what. Oh my god.
Right.
Okay. So yeah. Jesus. Yeah, wow.
Oh,
I
that
have
was-
never
that was
seen
supposed to be Brad.
I have never seen that good of a hit dice roll ever. That's ridiculous. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So Harbeck's full hit points, obviously. Riley, how you doing?
Riley got 5. That
5?
Was, the
You
second
can-
one was Riley's.
You can roll another one if you want. Which
Okay.
you're 7 hit points less. So yeah, So you got a good chance of getting most of your hit points back. I would definitely consider a second one. That really sucks. That really sucks. Man, the dice are not in your favor. Up to you. If you're gonna stay or if you're gonna hold.
I'm gonna hold there.
Okay. All right. Okay, so we are off to the races. But wait, there's more. All right. So now, we gotta add Riley. Riley and Faldron. Okay, so after a long journey, you guys stop for an hour and bandage yourselves up, lick your wounds, and kind of go about get yourselves back up to where you were. Oh yeah, Thuri, don't forget to put your wild shapes back to maximum, and your spirit totem as well should be back to 1 as well. You get those 2 things back on a short rest every time. So okay.
Spirit totem to 1. Wild shapes to 2. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, you should be. Yeah, if you hit the short rest, that should come back, but maybe not. I can take a look at it later. Okay, so give me perception rolls, everybody, for what you see and what you hear. See, smell, hear, everything. So while you're doing that, I'll just describe the scene, the things that you obviously do see. So after another day, you camp the night, and then you move out, and you. My second screen just shut down. You move out, and about halfway through the day, midday through the second day, you come finally to the Red Blood Keep. And there's there's a few buildings and stuff out, and they're obviously abandoned, and they've been basically burned to the ground. And you come to this ruined castle. There's basically nothing, there's basically nothing here that you can see. Basically, you come up, you kind of smell the acrid smoke, almost like it was just burnt down, but it was 100 years ago, which makes you a little bit perplexed. Thuri, in particular, you notice. Okay, I gotta be quieter. I gotta be a little quieter. So Thuri, you come up and you see the gates are wide open on this castle, and you see almost, you kind of have a sense that there's some kind of presence here. You're really not sure what. You're not sure what sense is picking it up, but it's kind of in the back of your mind that something weird is going on here, and you're not entirely sure what it is. But if you guys want, do you guys want to break here and pick up again? I have
I
a
think this is a perfect spot before
Perfect
we
spot.
cross that threshold.
Okay. All right. That sounds good to me too. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Okay.
Not to mention, I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning.
Oh my god.
Eh,
Yeah, I noticed you yawning. I
nobody
was like,
cares.
oh, okay. I said 3.5 hours, and that's about 11 o'clock. We're pretty much on schedule. Hey, great session, guys. Good job. That was
Yeah, it was fun.
that was a pretty chunky combat. Those
It
bats are.
was. Having the bats on there annoying. Like, there's certain types of damage that the bats are going to be more susceptible to, and then you're a guy like Harbeck that just has no way of delivering those types of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it obviously drained your resources a bit. How are your spell slots doing?
Riley attempted 2 spells.
2?
It was 2, yeah. 2 thunder.
Thunder waves.
Let's
I don't
go.
use the one thunder wave.
Yeah, so you're
I've got 2 remaining.
for some reason your spells are 0 and 0. I don't know why. It must be the way you're clicking.
My spells?
No, sorry, Riley's.
Yeah, I started with them empty, but it's I've got
okay.
4 slots.
Yeah, well, you have
So-
4 level 1 and then 2 level 2.
4
You
level
still have-
1, 2 level 2.
Yeah, you got Cloud of Daggers and
I
Mirror
still have
Image
4
too.
total.
So 4 total.
I just had to manually change it to 2.
Yeah. And then John, how are you doing?
I think I'm fine. I have 3 slots for 1, and then I didn't use any of my level 2s.
I
So
thought,
it's just 3 of 4
yeah, because you did 1 Thunder Wave, right?
thunder wave, yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Thunder wave.
Cool. Yeah, so not too bad. Not too bad a shape. And you still have your potions. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, for next session, I'll need probably a week to prep, and then we can see what that's gonna be like. Because I'm on nights this week. Yeah, give me a good week. We should be well into it then.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. All right. Great session, guys. We'll talk to you later.
All right, boys.
Good night.
Have a good night.
Yep. See ya.
See ya.